Hi everybody, I'm Pascal from ArtOfDrumming, and I've been wondering for quite a while now what it would have sounded like if Jeff Porcaro had ever played a drum solo. Let's find out. There is a handful of really well-known drummers who came up with very musical and creative drum parts for songs, but they never actually played a drum solo. One drummer that comes to mind is Jeff Porcaro, who of course played drums in the band Toto until his untimely death in 1992. He once said in a clinic that to him playing a drum solo is pointless and that he just likes keeping time and playing grooves. But there are a few examples of either short drum intros or outros to songs, or long 8-bar fills, and even short drum solo-like improvisations he did play. And so I've studied some of his go-to grooves and signature fills and combined them into a solo that he could have played. I chose grooves and licks that A, he famously played, and B, that fit together. For instance, I intentionally left out his 16th note hi-hat groove as it has a smooth and light feel, and it's most likely something that Jeff would not have played in a solo situation. So let me give you an overview of what I've come up with. I divided the solo into 3 main parts. The first part is based around the groove he played in the song Mushanga from Toto. The second part has a shuffle feel, and the third part uses 2 licks of his to create momentum and a climax for the solo, which is then followed by an ending or coda, if you will. For the first feel, I used his Mushanga sticking and created different energy levels by using dynamics and orchestrating the groove around the kit. First on the hi-hat, and then with a backbeat on beat 3 of each bar. So let me demonstrate that. 1, 2, 3, 4. The fill in there is going to be the one from the Toto song Africa. It goes something like this. 1, 2, 1, 2. Coming up next is a fill part where I use the lick Jeff played in louder fills and song endings. The lick is right, left, kick, kick, and he played it either going down or going up the toms. 1, 2, 3, 4. The next fill is based around the Afro-Cuban 6/8 clave on the snare and tom, filling out the rest of the notes with the kick drum. 1, 2, 3, 4. This leads us to a build-up like the one heard in the Toto song Goodbye Eleanor, which in turn leads us to the second part of the solo, which has a faster tempo and a shuffle feel. 1, 2, 3, 4. In the shuffle feel, I incorporated some triplet-based fills and syncopated crashes, eventually leading me to a half-time shuffle groove on the right cymbal, just like the one heard in the Toto tune Rosanna. From here, I stole 2 fills Jeff often played during live performances of this song. First, we revisit the Afro-Cuban idea from before, only now played on the bell of the right cymbal. 1, 2, 3, 4. And secondly, a fill using crash hits over half-note triplets. 1, 2, 3, 4. After that, I use the Rosanna fill as kind of a wink for getting us back into the third part of the solo, where I improvise using 2 more of Jeff's licks. The first one I got from a clinic video from the 80s, where he takes an inverted paradiddle and orchestrates it around the kit, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. The other lick is from the Toto song How Many Times, where Jeff plays a fill which goes something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. The sticking is right, left, right, right, left, kick, at least in my version. And I'm orchestrating that around the kit before going into the coda of the solo, where I use the groove from that same song How Many Times. Before I now play the solo, I'd like to talk a little bit about his feel and touch too. His sticks, for instance, never wind up that high, and he almost always plays from his wrists, except when he plays double strokes. He takes feel over technique. This is important when going for Jeff's sound. And of course, a drum set which resembles his setup won't hurt either. Now let me play the whole solo. It can of course be speculated whether or not the end result sounds like Jeff or not, but there's a certain likelihood that it could, although I don't want to pretend that I can sound exactly like him. Now let us know what you think in the comments and tell us if you'd like us to turn this into a video series, because we might also look at guys like Charlie Watts, Phil Rudd or Meg White in the future. Don't forget to subscribe and see you soon. Take care.